example. Let's take a look at some use cases now for deal rec. So one major use case for deal records, let's take a look at Emily Smith here. This Emily Smith deal with JP Morgan, this is the amount is there and all of this. This is great. We've got some information here. Now we can see over here we've got stage 1 section. I'm just curious to see how this is laid out. Let's take a look. Let's dive into the default view. Oh, what do you know? We've got several property sections here over on the right-hand side. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4. And how these are configured, and this is a common thing to do with a deal pipeline, is that when the deal moves forward in the sales process, these additional sections populate. And that's configured by using the property deal stage and setting which deal stages this Stage 2 section will appear in. So this is a structure that is very helpful for streamlining sales processes. Of course, if we were to go back to that deal record, let's hit back a few more times here to get back to that deal with Emily Smith. We can see that, okay, the stage is in prospect, so that would be akin to Stage 1. We have our Stage 1 information here. And as soon as we go to Stage 2, lead qualification, up pops Stage 2 qualification questions here. So, and that continues along in the pipeline when we go to, meeting demo. All of a sudden, we've got the Stage 3 information here on the left-hand side. So this is a great way to sort of organize what data points that a rep needs to fill in at a particular stage in the deal pipeline. When we go to proposal, we're getting a pop-up here saying that, hey, you're trying to move it into proposal. You better answer these details here on the right. So that's outside the scope of this training, but certainly reach out to us if you'd like to learn more about gating stages in a pipeline based on specific properties. So that covers essentially the left-hand sidebar of a record. Of course, we didn't really jump into companies, but contacts, companies, and deals, they're all customized in the same way when it comes to the left-hand sidebar and this section setup. Another way that we can customize the record view is based on this center section here on the record where we see activities and overview. This is another great way. We can see here that I've actually already customized this one to add in a deal stage tracker that shows us how far along in the process that this deal is. So it's a very clear visual for a sales rep to be able to see that. And the deal stage can be quickly and easily changed here. We go to 4 proposal. No, it won't let me do that. I forgot. Let's go back to Stage 2, so we can see that, hey, like it's only at Stage 2. This is where we are. This is how far we have to go to get to the close. So yeah, that's a handy way. How do we actually build something like this? Well, you can jump into this customized record section here, and that's going to allow you to customize the middle column on the default view. For each of these things, you could create team-specific views as well, so that the things that you're building are only visible for specific teams. And so you can really get granular on what a sales team will see versus what the marketing team will see on each of these record types. That's the Pro Tech move there. For now, we're just going to muck around in the sort of default view here. Looking at the default view, it's organized by cards. That's what these are called. So the deal stage tracker that I just showcased is right there. It doesn't give much of a visual representation of what each of these things do when you're here in this editor. And then there's a number of tabs at the top as well. You've got overview and activities, and then you can also actually create a new tab, which is what I'm going to do in this case. I'm going to actually create a new tab. I'm going to call this one Analytics. So here in this Analytics tab, I've got no information yet whatsoever. In order to make something actually appear in this tabular section, I will have to add some cards. So let's go ahead and do that. One that I really like for deal records is it's called deal scoring, and it gives a great graph of deal scoring. It's not typically available actually from as a HubSpot default. Get this extra method. It's hidden behind this create card button. You can create custom cards here. So HubSpot has a number of out of the box cards that you can add. The deal stage tracker but you can create your own custom by clicking on this create card here. And we have a number of different options. This new statistics piece is very nice to show calculated data for associated records. What I'm going for this time around, though, is a report card. So I'm just going to build a report card, and I'm going to say, let's see, what report. So I could do a lot with this. I can, show a number of different reports here on this particular record. And one that I really like actually for a deal is an activity of recently created contacts or how many new contacts were added. Those are pretty cool to see here on the analytics. Let's see, activity of recently created contacts. We can add that in as a table here. We could name our card and give it a name that we can report on. And I think I'm just going to call the card title. This is what will actually show up on the card once we have it in place. Let's preview what this card can look like for some of these. Okay, this one had no activity in the last 30 days. This is a demo instance, so these sorts of activity pieces are not going to make much sense to demo out. We can say these reports are not very good. Typically, what I would do is actually I'd create a custom report for deals here for this particular one. Another really handy piece is in a data highlights feature or a property list. We like this one because you can choose a bunch of properties and display them in an editable way right on that tab. So I can just select, much like how we were adding properties to the view on the left-hand side earlier. Here we can add a bunch of properties that are front and center on the deal. So so this is what my property list would look like. And these are just, some random properties that I've chosen for the sake of this. I could save this here, and that's now on my analytics tab. If I go ahead and save and exit at this point, what ends up happening is that I've got this new section on my deal record that gives me this property list. So that's a really handy way to, be able to sort of get more data points all on this screen, is to just sort of take advantage of this middle section with some new tabs. Of course, the activity logs that HubSpot provides are great. It kind of gives you an overview of what is happening with that deal. But definitely leveraging these tabs up here to add new property lists, and the left-hand sidebar view to add surface properties that would otherwise be hidden in the background. Definitely a way to customize your CRM instance and to optimize the information that is available to your users, because nobody's really going to be going in here and looking at all properties. It doesn't happen. So you want to surface the ones that mean the most to the individuals actually using the system. And that's typically done through discovery and gathering information, gathering requirements. What do they actually need to see and reference and edit? And that's what we would do in that case. Hope this video was informative. We've taken a look at how to set and manage the left-hand property view and the sections that come with it and how to make them contextual. We've also taken a look in this one at the center customized record options and being able to build those views in here, additional tabs, what are cards, as well as um, the options that are available for creating a custom card. I hope you found this informative, and I wish you the best of luck in continuing to learn about how HubSpot provides value in its numerous customizations and features that are available. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks for watching, and keep removing those revenue roadblocks. If you want more videos like this, follow our channel for fresh, new content every day. Check out our RevOps playlist, or how about this video chosen just for you? See you next time.